Joyce Johnson.
Thank you very much. I am Joyce Johnson, and I'm running for Congress for the 15th Congressional District. It is the job that I hope that you will elect me to. And I say job because I think the operative word in all of this is service, and the fact that I will be serving the interests of the people of the 15th Congressional. What is my background? And now I'll do this in just a snippet. I also have a 40-year history, part in corporate America and in government and in politics, but more than that, the last 25 in community. I live on the Upper West Side at 96th Street and Columbus Avenue. I'm a mother and a grandmother of 3, and so when folks ask me, because I'm always playing young, I tell them that I have 4 kids. But what does that make me other than someone who has used that 25 years in public service to do right by the constituents of the 69th Assembly District, where I've served most, and not as an elected. But in terms of my public service, I've been chair of the Community Planning Board. I was on Board 7 for 15 years and chair for 2 terms. I've been a Democratic district leader, so I know what it is to roll up my sleeves and just get work done and organize folks. I've been in the women's political movement. I'm most recently on Eleanor Roosevelt Legacy Committee Board of Directors, where women's political empowerment has been a theme of my activism for all these 25 years. So has pro-choice. So has equal rights amendment, because in our communities, with a disproportionate number of our mothers who are single head of households, the 78 cents on the dollars just does not get it. And so when I go to Congress, while it will not be a primary theme, these are some of the things that I want to do, because in all of my background, what I have been is a person who has fought the good fight, who has labored and believed in justice for all. That comes back from when I was director of equal employment opportunity at Seagram during the days of Reagan and Bush, when I saw a dismantling of affirmative action. And those many years ago, I said to myself, the place to go to put teeth in legislation is in the Congress. And let me say this, folks, the Congress is not a broken institution. What is broken is the people that we send there. And it's not an individual, because I will never point at an individual, but collectively we simply need new people. People with the fresh ideas, people with the passion, and that's what I'm known for, passion, because I believe that passion can move mountains. Delivery, folks who are going to deliver on the promises and have the interests of our public in mind. So many of them have gone to Congress, and we sit amongst the rooms, as we find sometimes in our democratic machine right here at home. We talk amongst ourselves, but we don't talk for the people and in the interests of the of people. And so I am been shaped by, I'm courageous, I have a resolve, I believe in delivering the product, doing good work, and I am someone who is frankly unbought and unbossed. But I am committed to going to Washington for just some fundamental things. I'm going to look across the aisle, and I'm going to talk to those folks who sometimes we say is our opposition. The American people are tired of the right and the left. What they want more than anything is someone who has the courage to sit down, and if it has to be an arm wrestle, to wrestle so that we get something done around education. And to answer someone's question on what committees would I serve on, the Education and Labor Committee. Much having to do with my background in employment, certainly with Seagram's as plant personnel and labor relations, but certainly too in employment matters, so labor and education. I was executive assistant to Schools Chancellor Rudy Crew, where I directed his Office of Business and Community Relations. And in two occasions, I was appointed to school boards where I saw education. And this is not a system that's broken. I'm cutting off because I don't want to make folks mad or whatever. Okay. He's probably saying that because I ran for assembly in 202 and for the council in 205. So I'm fired up and ready to go. And I should also say that when you talk about courage, I was one of 2 staffers to Barack Obama during the primary. So this club, I've been meaning to come up here for many times. I was the state field director for Barack Obama's campaign, and I was also cautioned, probably with a few here, about the fact that I was ruining my political career. It is not politics, it's just good business for the people, and that's where I'll always be, and that's where I'll always stand. Please, another question.
Joyce, I'm asking all the representatives about Israel because you're going to be representing us on the national level. It's something that's of concern to many people in the district.
That I have been supportive. You know, not dating myself, but I remember the days of Golda Meir. I remember the stories of the of your plight. I remember all of that from my history, frankly, growing up in Poughkeepsie, New York. I am supportive of Israel, but I also know that this has been thousands of years that, you know, you talk about a resolve. You know, the hardest job is for contestants to sit across the table and just resolve to get something done. I know it's been long, but we have to move forward, and there's got to be, because there's so much common ground there, and it's thousands of years of common ground that can't seem to make things happen for the interest of all people, and that's what I would want to promote and go for.
Thank you, Joyce, so much. Next.